What's going on, guys? Welcome to Jailbreak Weekly, episode number 28. I am your host, David Burns. I am joined by my co-host, Andy Hoff. What's going on, Andy?
Not a whole lot. How you doing, David?
I'm doing pretty good. Now, this episode is actually a little bit different than our normal episodes. Right. Justin is not actually with us this week. He is preparing to actually go to Germany, so that's actually going to be really cool. So shout out to him. That's awesome that he gets to go there. That's really cool. But yeah, so hope all the best, everything. Yeah, but yes. So this is kind of probably going to be like set up a little bit of the same way that it was when he was studying for finals. The two of us, Andy and I, are just going to be on here talking, and yeah, I think it'll be a good show.
So yeah, we have some good tweaks to talk about. So some new pieces of news as well. So do you want to just jump right in?
Yeah, let's go ahead. So actually, I'm going to hand this one over to you, Andy, because I know you love talking about this. So
I do, yes. So we have some new
that we're talking about.
So we have some new JailbreakCon news. So of course, JailbreakCon is the annual jailbreaking convention. And basically, the JailbreakCon account tweeted out that the planning for this year's event, 2016, has begun. So it's very exciting. And we know that the event again is the planning is underway. It's starting up, and yeah, it's just super exciting. So basically, this is what we know so far. So the event is being held in the West Coast. And we know that because Craig, basically the manager of JailbreakCon, tweeted that out on Twitter. And we know that it's going to be held in July, and that's from Craig's Snapchat. So basically, again, that's just brand new news. We didn't necessarily know where it was going to be and when it was going to be, so that's great news for everyone, especially if you're a student, because obviously, in the past, the conferences have been in June, which is often when finals are, or April, or just inconvenient times. So July is perfect for me. I'm very excited about that. Are you excited about this, David?
I'm excited. I'm just hoping that the Wi-Fi is a lot better than last year. So that way, in case I can't show up, which it's kind of like 50-50 at this point, because we're, Andy and I are doing everything we can to try to, figure out a plan to see if I can get there.
Right.
But if not, because I feel like that's probably what's going to end up happening, unfortunately. If not, then obviously for a lot of it, because we're planning to have at least one JailbreakCon interview for you guys. So hopefully they'll try to wire me in. I know that it was hard to do so last year because the Wi-Fi was just not good. So that's why I'm hoping it's better. Hopefully they figure it out this time. Hopefully the live stream is better too for everybody that's watching it at home, because I was trying to tune in and it was like not even HD quality. It kept lagging up. Like, you could tell that it was not like a good stream.
Well, I mean, it's hard. It's hard to get a good stream going, but I mean, either way, I'm really excited about the event. Just the fact that it's in July, that makes it like a 90% chance that I'm going to be able to go, which is super awesome. And yeah, David, I mean, either way, worst comes to worst, if the Wi-Fi is really bad, we could just use some sort of personal hotspot to wire you in. So either way, it'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a lot of fun to go. It'll be a lot of fun, even if you can't attend, just to kind of watch all the presentations online, and just it's always nice when the Jailbreak community kind of congregates and just catches up. So again, July, West Coast. We don't really know what else other than that as of now, but again, hopefully we'll be getting some more news soon, and I'm just really happy that it's happening again, because again, it's one of my favorite things in the year for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to say as well, this was just a thought that popped up in my head. Even though we don't know that much about JailbreakCon right now, I think it's safe to say whoever ends up going, I think probably Andy, you're going to go again. I'm guessing Justin and Jarek are probably going to go again. So, that's why I'm saying, like, if you see us at JailbreakCon, feel free to come up and say hi, because we'd love to talk to you guys.
Yeah, absolutely, definitely. It's just, I love to meet people who are into jailbreaking, into iOS technology. It's a lot of fun, I just like meeting people with my same interests. So again, we hope to see some of you there for sure.
For sure, yeah.
All right, so with that being said, I think that pretty much wraps up the news for the week, but we have a bunch of great tweaks to talk about as well. So I guess we'll just jump straight into them. So first up, we have Fingal. This one's available for free. I'm not sure if that's how it's supposed to be pronounced. It's spelled Fingal.
Yeah, I think it's Fingal.
Fingal?
I don't know how to even say it. Wait, let me see. Fingal. So it's Fingal or Fingal. I don't know.
Fingal, yeah. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter.
It's a cool tweak, though, definitely. Yeah, so it's available for free, and basically what it is it's a new theming platform for iOS. Basically, of course, we've had Winterboard. There's some other alternatives out there, too. But basically, it allows you to add custom animations, or it allows you to add just animations to individual icons on your home screen.
And I love how, I was just going to say, I love how this pops up right after this, last time's episode. I want to say, well, it pretty much is last week, even though we just published this today, because it was hard for me to get to editing it. But
yeah, last week's episode was published the day that we're recording this. But yeah.
So it's funny how last week on the podcast we talked about spin settings. And this week, we have basically a tweak.
Another animation tweak.
Yeah, it does what spin settings does, but it does it for every single icon. So it's kind of like funny.
Yeah, it's not every single icon. Basically, how it works is you install the theming platform itself, Fingal. And then, in order to actually get themes to work, you need to go into Cydia and download separate themes. Again, just like Winterboard. There's not very many themes available right now because it's a brand new platform, but there's one called Shake It. Which is, I think, basically one of the few ones, if not the only one, and it's really awesome. It themes a ton of stock applications, like, for example, the Maps app has little cars driving around in it, and it's not like it's a new icon, it's the same stock icon, it just animates it, like, again, the Settings app spins, you have that spin settings function, like, the Safari compass moves around, the phone rings in the phone app, it's just, like, insane detail, like, and I'm hoping that developers kind of take to this, and that we see some more themes created, because... I think it's a new way to customize iOS, and I just hope that, again, that it becomes something big, because it's something that's new and exciting, I would say, for sure.
Right. Well, another thing is that they also have third-party icons as well. So, like, the Twitter app, the YouTube app, Snapchat, like, I think, because there was a newer update that just actually released for Shake It, and they put some more icons in there. So definitely cool. This shows the potential of a tweak like this, and I really can't believe that nobody thought of this until now.
I know, it's true. It seems like something that people would have thought of. Like, oh, let's make the cars on the map app, let's make the phone vibrate in the phone app. But no one did. So it's happening now, and again, it's just the detail of the Shake It, the theme that we're talking about, is just insane. So definitely check this out. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised for sure.
And I knew you wanted to wrap up what you were saying, but I just wanted to say one more thing as well.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Oh yeah.
Two more things. One is the fact that if you have like a theme on top of it, like a Winterboard theme, for example, like Iris. You can still use Winterboard, so it doesn't like replace that and
definitely.
like grab the icons and animate them. Like you can like layer the theme on top of it, so you could still use like I have a combination of Shake It and Iris, and it just looks really nice.
Basically, what it does is it takes the icons that it does support, that it is animating. It basically just uses the stock icon for those, but then for the ones that aren't animated, it'll use your custom theme icons, if that makes any sense.
Right.
Yeah.
And then another thing I was going to say, too, is that Iris looks so good with this as well. I really would love to see Shernix's take on this tweak. I really would love to see I don't know what to call it, a theme, I guess?
Yeah, or maybe, I guess I'd call it like a Fingal theme, I suppose, yeah.
Okay, so I really think he could work wonders with this tweak. Like, this is something that I think he would really, like, do really good on. I don't know.
Yeah, he's great for sure.
Yeah, it seems like something that would just be really awesome. So, maybe if Shernix is listening to this, maybe we can get something from him, but who knows?
Hopefully, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on how popular it is, but once again, it's available for free. It's a free, I guess, theming platform. And again, Shake It is also free, so definitely go check those out.
Oh, another thing I was going to... I'm sorry for doing this to you, Andy.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
More thoughts keep popping into my head. I was just going to say, When you install this tweak by default, there is one theme that comes with it, and it's called like
Yeah.
Basic.
It's like a basic example.
Yeah.
It just themes a few icons, and it doesn't really look that great if you ask me. But
Right.
I guess it just gives you an idea of what the tweak could do.
Yeah, so it's kind of like if you want to install it and like just right off the bat see like the kind of tweak that you're installing, then that's basically what the basic theme is there for. I don't really think it's there for practical use. It just, I don't know. I don't like that theme. It kind of is a little, I don't like that. I like Shake It more. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll see I think we're going to see a lot of really, really good themes for this. But that's it. On to the next week, because I know, Andy, you want to go on to the next week so bad.
Oh, no, it's not so bad, but, you know. Like...
Oh, I thought it was Graham's. My bad. I thought that's what we were
talking about. You know what? We'll talk about that in a few minutes. So I guess we'll just talk about ClassicSwitcher 3. So this is the next tweak. Basically, this will bring the iOS 6 style app switcher to iOS 9. So ClassicSwitcher has been around for quite a while. But, you know, I don't believe there was an update for iOS 9 up until this point. Of course, it was for iOS 8
Was there an update for 8? I don't think there was an update for 8.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure there was an update for 8. I've never really been that into this tweak lately, but there was definitely an update for 8, actually. Yeah, I could see it supports 8. So basically, again, how it works is you double-click the home button. It's going to basically show you the applications that are open on your device down at the bottom of the screen, and you just see the one app icon. Again, this is just the old iOS 6 app switcher. You could swipe through, you could tap and hold on them, kill them. So basically just brings that old style to the legacy style to iOS 9. David, is this something you'd use?
I don't know. I see, here's the thing. If you asked me this question with iOS 7 and maybe even iOS 8, I probably would say definite 100% because I loved like the old, app switcher, but now I'm getting accustomed to the way, iOS 9, the way the iOS 9 app switcher looks. Like I just really like iOS 9's app switcher. I like Apple's take on it for iOS 9. So, I mean, it's just because it's like you get like small little previews, and it's like with his tweak, it's you kind of can. I really haven't installed the new version because I know the new version adds like this new feature where you can see kind of like Oxo Legacy Edition. You can see like a little preview. I don't know like how you activate that because I haven't actually installed it yet. Right. But yeah, I like, if I'm gonna go with something like that, I probably would go with Oxo Legacy Edition just because I like the way Oxo functions and the way it looks. But yeah, I'm happy with the way the iOS 9 app switcher is.
Same here. Yeah, it's it's exactly back when iOS 7 first came out and the app switcher was redesigned. I was kind of the same way. I kind of felt like I missed the iOS 6 app switcher. It was faster, but to be honest with you, I've kind of changed my mind. To be honest, I think I'm faster on the new one now. But so once again, it's called ClassicSwitcher. It's it's available in Cydia right now, the updated version for iOS 9. So again, we're $199 in Cydia. It's for ClassicSwitcher 3. Alrighty, so next up we're going to talk about grams, and this one's available for 99 cents. And basically, what this tweak allows you to do is actually a really cool one. It allows you to weigh items on your iPhone 6s display. So basically, of course, because 3D Touch is on the new iPhone 6s and 6s Plus, and obviously that's a pressure-sensitive display, you have the ability to weigh items on your screen, basically using 3D Touch. Now, there have been applications that have been snuck into the App Store before, or that have been, submitted to the App Store. However, Apple has basically banned those apps because for whatever reason they don't want people weighing, fruit or whatever.
Wasn't there even I think at one point there was even a page that you can go to on Safari. I don't know if it's still up, but I think at one point you could go to a page on Safari.
Oh, really?
And you were able to...
Yeah, that's definitely possible. I wasn't that, I'm not that knowledgeable with this, but...
Yeah.
So with this tweak, you could not only get the functionality on your device, but you could get it right inside Control Center. So basically how this tweak works is directly after you install it, just open up Control Center, and right in Control Center, there's a new section. It's, basically just adds a new section to it. It says Place Object. You place objects, you place an object there. The object has to be conductive in order for it to be detected, but basically it's just going to tell you in grams how much that object weighs. The maximum amount that it could take is 385 grams, but so long as the object is less than that weight, it will allow you to weigh the object, basically. And it's very accurate. It's very responsive. It just immediately responds to your touch and everything like that. No options to configure. Again, it looks very native. It brings that function to iOS, and it's a super awesome use of 3D Touch. It's very innovative, and it's cool that someone thought of this. So, what are your thoughts about this, David?
Well, okay, so I actually have a question. So, my question is, I'm assuming that this does not work with non-3D Touch devices.
No, it does not. Yeah, it requires the success, basically.
Right. So you can't get, for example, you can't get a tweak like, I forget what it's called, but one of those 3D Touch simulator tweaks.
Yeah, there's like Peekaboo, Reveal Menu, Universal Force, stuff like that.
Right. So you couldn't get a tweak like that on like the iPhone 6 or the iPhone 6 Plus and be able to use this tweak.
Nah, basically it actually uses the pressure sensitivity in the screen, which is hardware. So unfortunately, it's not doable on lesser devices. Yeah. But that being said, if you have a success, it's an amazing tweak, and it's not really something that I would find use in on my daily routine because I never really weigh things. But just the fact that it's done is super cool. It just shows what you could do on a jailbroken device, and of course what you could do with the success display. And I don't know, like I can't think of why Apple wouldn't want people doing this. Maybe they're worried about people breaking their phones or something by putting.
Possibly, I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, it's just kind of strange, but or maybe it's not accurate. Who knows?
Yeah.
Well,
if you want to see a demo of this tweak, you can go ahead and go in the show notes. We will have Andy's video linked. Andy did a video on this, so.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. I weigh a pair, so if you want to see a pair weighed this week, you can watch the video. And also, I wanted to comment OXO. So if you're using OXO, if you're an OXO 3 for iOS 9 user, this tweak is compatible. Basically, it's laid out a little weird because it's not intended to be compatible. But basically, it's kind of like overlaps the album artwork and the app switcher. But basically, the box is still there and you can still weigh stuff. So I just thought I'd throw that in there.
Yeah, that's definitely interesting. See, I might give it a try now that I know it's definitely compatible because I have OXO 3 for iOS 9 installed.
Yeah,
so,
same here,
and
right.
it's just kind of like a pain to uninstall stuff sometimes. So
yeah, I mean, you could disable OXO temporarily,
that's true.
But yeah, it's good that it's compatible.
So real fast before we move on, I just also wanted to mention that Andy has a video on however you say it, Fingal.
Oh yes.
However it is, the animation tweak, he has a video on that, and hopefully by the time this podcast is actually out, I should have a video up on my channel, so if not, you'll obviously see his link regardless in the show notes, but you should probably see my link as well if I did actually get that video out. So hopefully I do. It's a video I'm working on. It's in progress. I don't know if I'm going to finish it, but yeah.
For sure. All right, yeah, definitely. All right, so next up we have a tweak called Leash. This one's available for free, and this is actually a very simple tweak. So basically, you know how when you open up your notification center, how there's two tabs. On the left side, there's the Today tab, and on the right side, there's Notifications. Basically, by default, when you pull down Notification Center, it's just going to default open to the last tab that you had open. But basically, with this tweak, this tweak makes it so when you start swiping down, if you start swiping on the left side of the screen, it's going to open up the Today tab because the Today tab's on the left side of Notification Center. And if you start swiping on the right side, it'll open up notifications because that's on the right side. So it just makes a lot of sense. I mean, did my explanation make any sense to you?
Yeah, kind of. Would I use it? Probably not. I really don't care about, Notification Center. I only use not all that often. I use it to interact with notifications, but I'm okay with using Notification Center the way it is by default. Besides the whole 3D touch to clear notifications tweak, I use that constantly because I hate having all of those notifications cluttered up there. Because I've seen a lot of the times I see the notifications, so I'm like, all right, I really don't need to interact with this right now. So it's super easy to just 3D touch and press clear. But yeah, so other than that, I don't really care about making Notification Center different. So I don't think this is a tweak I would use, but definitely I could see the use case.
Yeah, it's not really something that I would use either. Also you have to keep in mind, because I have a plus-size iPhone, a 6S Plus, it's kind of hard to reach the top of the screen, especially if you have it, for example, if you're holding it in your right hand, you could reach the top right side of the screen, but it's hard to reach all the way over to the top left side. So,
right.
I
Isn't
suppose
there that tweak? It's called One Hand Wizard, I think.
Yeah, that shifts the screen, but I don't know. I just don't really see myself using this, but it's a really cool concept and it's executed. It's like innovative. Like it just makes sense. You know what I mean? It's just cool. You know, when you see something like this, you're like, hey, that makes a lot of sense. That's a good idea. So, not something I would really use, but again, it does exactly what it says and it works perfectly. So once again, it's called Leash, and it's available for free. All right. So next up, we have kind of an upcoming tweak to talk about. David, I know you're really into this whole concept, so do you want to explain this one for everyone?
So there's this new upcoming Graviboard alternative called Gravitation for iOS 9. This was actually just shown off, I want to say, 10, 15 minutes before we started recording.
Yeah.
It was just kind of a last-minute thing we put here in the show notes. So, but Graviboard itself has been around for a long time. I think it originated in, iOS 4, I think?
Yeah, something like that, really early.
So it's been around for a long time. The original package never got updated for 7, 8, or 9. Even though there's been various people that have been working on it, some alternatives got killed off. So there was some developer that actually decided to, I guess, take a look at the old code for the original Graviboard and try to see if he could update it for 9. But what actually ended up happening was, I guess he didn't realize that there are a lot more bugs that need to be ironed out to actually get it functioning on 9. And because of that, if you try to install this version, it'll actually make all your icons disappear.
Oh,
so it does not work. Long story short. Basically.
Okay.
So what happened after that was a lot of people, I actually found out about this on Twitter because I think somebody I follow retweeted it, and I was like, oh my god, like this is crazy. So basically what happened was, I reached out to CP Digital Darkroom and I was like, I know this isn't you, obviously, but is this, like, legitimate? Would this ever work? Like, this was before I installed it. I was like, does this work? Should we trust this? Is it safe? Whatever. And basically, you know, our Jailbreak made a huge big deal out of it, and a lot of people were, like, you know, really, really excited because finally, you know, a Graviboard, whether or not it was the official Graviboard, it didn't make, you know, Graviboard, however you say it, it didn't really make a difference. The fact that that concept was actually updated for 9 was what made people really, really excited. So I reached out to him and I was just like, you know, what should we do? Should we install it? What do you think? And he basically said, you know, I'm just, you know, summing up what he said. Basically, he just said, you know, I'm going to look into doing this, you know, to finalizing this, and hopefully I have this all finalized by next week. Hopefully I'm able to push this out. But yeah, I'm going to start, like, actively working a lot harder on this tweak because I see, like, a lot more people want it because I see, like, what's going on. Even though, you know, a lot of people have said that, you know, that they wanted it before, now I see with this other, you know, thing that came out that they really want it. So now I'm going to work on it. So that happened, and then, you know, all of this, you know, when all of this happened, sorry for the huge, long story, but all of this happened, now there's this other developer that basically, I don't know if he knows that CP Digital Darkroom, you know, like, is trying to release the other one, but now he's releasing this one. So, thankfully, it's not like, I don't think it's I don't know if it's a blatant ripoff. He didn't really say it's a Graviboard alternative, so that's why.
Yeah, well, I mean, he compared it. So the guy who's releasing the new version, the new alternative to Graviboard, commented on Twitter. He did say it was one of his favorite tweaks, Graviboard. Right. So, yeah, it's definitely Graviboard inspired.
Yeah,
this upcoming version, and we really know how much it's going to cost, but we do know that it was submitted. Right, it was submitted to Cydia, so it should be out soon. So basically, just to kind of back up a little bit, so for anyone who doesn't know what Graviboard is, it's basically what the tweak is. It's not really practical, but it's just a lot of fun. Basically, you could set an activator gesture and you perform that gesture, and then all the icons on your home screen basically, like, drop to the bottom, and then you could tip your phone around, the icons will, like, fall all around, you know, with the accelerometer, and you can, like, flick them around. It's just like it basically just makes your icons go loose, and then you can, like, you know, flick them around, move them around. It's really hard to explain, but it's, you know what we're going to do? We'll drop the preview that the new developer, you know, like his preview video, we'll put that in the show notes so you guys can see what this looks like. And by the way, the new developer is Freeman Repo. That's his Twitter name.
So I wonder if this is actually going to come out.
Yeah, I mean,
We've been waiting on Extensify for a long time. I don't know if...
Yeah, Extensify is another project. It's like a whole other thing that he's trying to do. But, you know, he submitted it, so I would say probably by the time next week, or maybe even by the time this podcast airs.
By the time this podcast airs, it probably should be out. Although, I will say that I'm not sure what was going on. Snakebite is still not in Big
That's
Boss.
a whole other... Yeah, so Snakebite was the tweak we talked about last week, an upcoming tweak. That's not officially out yet, but again, we'll keep you updated.
Right.
I
Well,
guess.
the reason why I'm bringing that up is because didn't he submit it and they still haven't put it on Cydia yet?
I don't think I think he was talking about submitting it. I don't think he actually did submit it yet.
So we're waiting on him to actually submit it, and then it should be live.
He's probably just making some last touches and stuff like that. But who knows? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think that was a productive show.
For sure, yeah, we had some good tweaks. Again, hopefully, so Justin actually will not be back for this week, of course, because he wasn't here, and then next week as well. So, because he has some travel plans and stuff, but after that he'll be back.
Right.
But yeah, it was a good show, good tweaks, good. I'm really excited about Jailbreak.
Same.
Awesome.
I'm not 100% sure if I'll be able to get on as well next week. Just because of the fact that I'm doing basically I'm doing this thing this weekend and or not this weekend, next weekend, and I don't know. We could try to do it on Sunday again, but I don't know. I think I'm probably going to be a mess because I'm not going to get any sleep. Yeah. Because when you're going to this thing, you go from 7 to 7 and you get no sleep. So I'm probably going to be a mess. So just planning all that out. I'm hoping to get some new videos out by the time the day is over today. And hopefully I could get this episode out sometime this coming week, so that way, when the weekend hits, I won't be, bombarded with having to try to do everything at once, because I have to do so much stuff next weekend. It's insane. But anyway, hopefully I might be able to be on the podcast. I doubt it, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, well, again, we'll keep you, we'll all be on Twitter and we'll be tweeting about our plans and stuff. Right. So, we'll be back nonetheless. If not next week, the week after that, we'll definitely be back with another episode for you guys. Definitely.
All right, guys. So that pretty much wraps up Jailbreak Weekly for this week. Thank you guys all so much for listening. And until next time, this is the Jailbreak Weekly crew signing out. Later, guys.
Peace out. We certainly did our fair share of messing up when recording this episode, so here's some bloopers, and as always, enjoy.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Jailbreak Weekly, episode number 28. This is a little bit of a different episode because... that seemed longer than normal. Was that longer than normal?
No, I don't think so. No, I think that was the normal length. Well, I cut it short.
Maybe it was just because it was extremely loud. It sounded.
See, this is the benefit of having a Yeti mic. You get to foghorn people, foghorn people in the next dimension.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. We have some good tweaks and topics. I'm hearing an echo.
Is that me?
I don't know. It's very faint.
This literally happens every time. That's why I'm like, is it me?
Yeah. It's we do not have to start over. I'll just put it up.
Yeah. No. Okay. So basically, what Gravitron is? No.
Gravitron. Sounds like some sort of Iron Man. Gravitron. Okay.
Wait. What was it called? Gravity? Wait. What was it called?
I don't know. Gravitation.
Oh, Gravitation. Yeah, I said Gravitron.
Gravitron. That's like some sort of superhero.
Okay.
Gravitron to the rescue.